Black Friday sales are just around the corner, so should you buy a gaming laptop now or wait? On the one hand, you don't want to miss out on saving money with a great deal, but on the other hand, you don't want to miss out on better performance from next-gen hardware. And CES 2026 announcements are less than 2 months away. I've been talking to all the big laptop brands to find out what they've got coming in 2026. And because I value your time, I'm going to say up front that right now, this Black Friday will be the best time to buy a new gaming laptop for the foreseeable future. And the best place to save money on your next gaming laptop is our gaminglaptop.deals website. We'll be updating it multiple times per day over the holiday sale period. So check it out regularly and bookmark it with that link below. Alright, let's start out with new GPUs. On the NVIDIA side, we've been expecting an RTX 50 Super refresh with more VRAM. It sounds like the plan was to move from the existing 2GB GDDR7 memory modules to larger 3GB modules. But the 3GB options are in low supply for gaming options, as demand for higher-end AI GPUs takes over. I've been told by laptop makers that they were expecting these refreshed RTX 50 Super GPUs for CES 2026 in January, but that's not happening anymore. They've either been delayed or cancelled. According to this rumor on video cards, the Super refresh has been delayed until the third quarter of 2026, so July to September, and that's probably the desktop cards. Laptop GPUs usually come out after and could be even later, and based on this, it sounds like 3GB memory may be reserved for their best 5090 laptop GPU. For the past few generations of laptop GPUs, NVIDIA has launched their major updates at CES. So for example, RTX 50 series laptops at CES 2025, RTX 40 laptops at CES 2023, and RTX 30 series laptops at CES 2021. So every 2 years or so. If the Super refresh is delayed and not coming at CES 2026, I thought maybe instead we might see it at Computex in June. But if that's the case, it doesn't really make sense for the RTX 50 Super series to hang around for just 6 months until CES 2027, which is when we would normally expect to see RTX 60 laptop GPUs. Unless the 60 series gets pushed back until 2028, then I could see it making more sense for NVIDIA to bother with a mid-2026 RTX 50 Super refresh. Because instead of 50 series lasting for 2 years, it would be extended to 3 years, and mid-2026 would be about in the middle and a good time for a Super refresh. Of course, that's a lot of speculation, so best case, we might see a small performance improvement with RTX 50 laptop GPUs, and hopefully some extra VRAM 6 to 10 months from now, absolute best case. Which is quite a while if you need a laptop now. And as for new AMD laptop GPUs, I haven't heard anything just yet, and they've been completely absent from the laptop market in 2025. And given they haven't had a competitive mid-range laptop GPU since the 6600M in 2021, I'm not expecting that to suddenly change anytime soon, which is bad for us, because with no competition, it just means that NVIDIA is competing with themselves. That said, there might be some new gaming laptops coming early 2026 that have integrated graphics only, so that might be something worth waiting for if you're after something lower powered. But it's not just GPUs. CPUs are another reason that now is a good time to buy a new gaming laptop. We only just got Arrow Lake HX from Intel and Zen 5 HX from AMD this year at CES. I've had multiple laptop brands confirm to me that next year we're only going to see small refreshes of these existing processors. So best case, we're looking at a small performance improvement from 2026 laptop CPUs, which isn't really worth waiting around for. I've been told that we might not even see Intel's Arrow Lake HX refresh at CES 2026. It sounds like that and higher-end gaming laptops by extension are going to come out a bit later next year. But either way, even if higher-end laptop processors do become available early 2026, they're just small refreshes over the existing architectures that we've already got. Nothing game-changing. And based on the existing cycle of laptop CPUs, I wouldn't expect to see new architectures till 2027. But just because the CPUs and GPUs aren't really changing next year, doesn't mean the laptops themselves aren't. I've heard from two separate laptop companies that they're still planning on refreshing their chassis designs, even if they'll have existing hardware inside. It seems like their idea has been to stick with existing older designs in 2025 with the launch of RTX 50 series, then update their chassis designs in 2026 with the existing GPUs to try and freshen things up a bit. So if someone didn't end up buying an RTX 50 series laptop this year, maybe now they'll reconsider after a chassis update. Basically, they told me this is what they do to increase sales. If they launched all their new designs this year at the same time as 50 series, then there's only so much they can do later. So expect some updates to laptop designs, maybe even a few new models. But ultimately, these laptops are all going to have the same CPU and GPU performance that you can already buy on sale during this Black Friday. Another reason to buy now is due to RAM prices rapidly increasing. Basically, data centers are eating up all the RAM they can get for AI, which has already resulted in memory prices more than doubling in the last few weeks alone. And this shortage of memory is expected to last until 2027, as it takes time to ramp up production to meet demand. Although desktop memory has harshly increased in price very quickly, I haven't yet seen the prices of gaming laptops go up to reflect that. So it's possible that laptop makers or laptop retailers might be absorbing that price difference, as the RAM cost only accounts for a fraction of the laptop's total price. Or it could be that laptops with RAM already inside are already sitting on shelves ready to buy. But once existing laptop stock runs out, then we might start seeing higher laptop prices due to the increase in memory price finally coming through. Either way, it's another reason to consider buying sooner rather than later, especially if you're considering a laptop with higher RAM capacity. Alright, so all the evidence that I can find suggests that buying a new gaming laptop during this Black Friday 2025 sale period is going to be the best option for the foreseeable future, unless you want to try and hold out for maybe more VRAM in late 2026. Though there's no guarantee that happens either. I've got more laptop comparisons and best of videos to help you navigate the holiday sale period coming soon, so get subscribed for those. But if you're buying in 2025, should you buy now or literally wait till Black Friday itself, which this year is November 28th, just over 2 weeks away? We've already shared plenty of record low prices on the GamingLaptop.deal's website, link is below, and a number of retailers have price protections, which means if the price gets lower after you buy, you get refunded the difference, which reduces your risk. Plus, a lot of retailers seem to refer to it as Black Friday week now. I never thought I'd see a day become an entire week, but here we are. So I'd expect most of the good sales to be available from around Saturday 22nd to Monday 24th, with maybe a handful of extra deals coming later. It's hard to say, but this is how it's worked in the past. So if you find a great deal before Black Friday the 28th, don't let it slip away. If you're still not sure and want to wait for the news at CES 2026 before deciding, you can take advantage of Best Buy's extended holiday return period. This lets you return right up until January 15th, 2026, which is a week after all the CES news. So that's a great way of hedging your bets. That way you can save money buying a new gaming laptop during the Black Friday sales, but then if there's news at CES in January of some other new laptop coming out that you would prefer, then you can still return the one you got on Black Friday sale. If you're not sure which gaming laptop is best for you, my laptoppicker.com tool with the link below can help you out. Simply answer 3 questions and you'll find the best laptop based on my detailed review data. Or if you'd prefer a video, check this one out next, where I go through the best gaming laptops of the year.